Selamun Aleyküm ve Rahmetullahi ve Berekatuhu. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin seyyidil evvelin ve ahirin. Meded ya Resulullah, meded ya Sadat Ashabı, meded ya Meşayihul Destur. Mevlana Şeyh Abdullah Fazıl Hasan Şeyh Muhammed Ali Hakkani ve tarikatuna as-suhba vel hayru fil cemiyye. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnne dîne indallâhil İslam. Allah indinde din İslam dinidir. Bütün peygamberler bu din üzerine insanlara gönderilmiş. Tabi onların zamanındaki esas olarak budur. Allah'a ibadet etmek, Allah'ın yolunda olmak, hayır emretmek, şerden men etmektir. Dinin usulü, esası. Ama teferruat var. Şeriat, her peygamberimiz daha değişik şeriat dedi. Yani kanun, İslam kanunları, insanlara verilecek kanunlar, nasıl yaşayacaklar, hem dini bakımdan hem içtimai bakımdan o şeriat kanun demektir. İşte değişik, her ümmetten ümmete değişiyordu. Her taraf, her zaman ta ki Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem gelinceye kadar Peygamberimiz Efendimiz son hutbesinde, veda hutbesinde Arafat'ta bugün dininiz tamamlandı dedi. Yani insanlığın dini tamamdır, artık başka değişiklik yok. Çünkü Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem var. Ondan sonraki kimse yok. O din üzerine kıyamet gününe kadar o şeriat üzerine devam eder insanlar. Öteki tabi din, öteki şeriatlarda biraz değişiklik vardı. Çoğu geçen işte biz bu Avrupa seyahatinde bir yere gittik. Orada bu keşişler bir odaları var. Hiç konuşma yok, yasak orada. Günde bir saat var, bir odaya gelip orada konuşabiliyorlardı. Başka bir yere gittik. Orada da başka bir manastır gene keşişlerin. Orada biz ihvanlar, cümbür cemaat, çoluk çocuk konuşuyor, şey yapıyor. Baktık papaz geldi. Bir şey demedi fazla. Sonra anladık ki onların 2 saat ibadetle olarak konuşmamak, susmak varmış. Bizimki ya tabii ortalığı kaynatır. Adam edepli adamdı, bir şey demedi ama sonra şey yaptı. Yani onların şeriatında bazen bu gibi şeyler oluyor. Hazreti Zekeriya Aleyhisselam'ın, o da Allah Azze ve Celle kavmine işaret et ki ben şimdi konuşmayacağım Allah'ın emriyle, siz ibadet edin, şey yapın. Ama bunlar tabi hepsi nesh oldu. Nasıl oldu demek? Yani o ibadet İslam'da yok. Hiç konuşmamak, susup da ibadet olarak halvette şey yaparsın, Allah zikrine devam edersin. Lazım olduğu vakit dünya kelamı olmadan o da nadir olarak şey yaparsın ama Müslümanlar için öyle bir emir kalkmıştır, yoktur artık öyle bir emir. Emir Peygamber Efendimiz'in yolunu takip etmek. Peygamber Efendimiz sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem zamanında 3 tane gelmiş. Birisi demiş ben hiç uyumayacağım demiş. Bütün vakit ibadet edeceğim, hiç uyumayacağım. Ötekisi demiş ben devamlı oruçlu olacağım, hiç oruç bozmayacağım demiş. Üçüncüsü de ben hiç evlenmeyeceğim. Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem duyunca bunları ondan çağırmış. Ben uyurum, uyanırım. Oruç tutarım. Oruç tutmadığım zamanlarda olur. Evlilik bakımından evlenirim. Bu benim sünnetime tabi olanlar bendendir. Bu sünnete uymanlar makbul değildir Peygamber sallallahu aleyhi ve sellem. Bunu onlar da tabi ümmete talim olarak gösteriliyor ki bazı şeyler insan kendi kafasına göre yapıp da iyilik yapayım zannederken iyilik yapmış olmaz. Nefsini tatmin etmiş olur ki ben bunu yaptım, peygamber bile yapmadı gibi, estağfurullah. O gibi. Onun için yani büyük sevap yapacağına vebale düşmüş olur. Allah muhafaza etsin. Dinimiz kolaydır. Din bütün insanlığadır. Bu kıyamete kadar bu din üzerine. Tabi teferruat olarak içtihat var, mezhepler var. İnsan kendi kafasına göre şimdikiler hadisi bile kabul etmiyor. Kur'an'a bakacaksın. Kur'an'dan ne diyorsa onu yapacaksın diyor. Ya sen gazeteyi okusan onu ne dediğini anlamıyorsun. Kur'an nasıl anlayacaksın? O başka bir şeytanın oyunu. Allah muhafaza etsin. Onun için yani mezhebe, tarikata uyup ona göre elinden geldiği kadar yapacaksın. Ama şeriat şeriattır. Onu inkar etmek olmaz. Yapamazsan o başka. Ama şeriatı inkar edip de Allah muhafaza etsin. O vakit büyük hataya ve vebale düşmüş olursun. Allah doğru yoldan ayırmasın hepimizi inşallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnne dîne indallâhil İslam. Religion, Allah Azze ve Celle, religion one from Adam alayhi salam until Yawm al-Qiyamah, all prophets, they are in Islam. Religion, Islam. Inna dîne indallâhil İslam. Religion, it is Islam. No Christianity, no Judaism, no other thing. Many prophets are coming. Whole prophet, they was Muslim in Islam. In Islam to Allah. This all prophet in Quran mentioning they are Muslim, but they are of course this religion coming from Adam alayhi salam many thousands of years. Every time for this people or human, there was law, Shariat we call it, law meaning for life of people to must follow law of Islam for religion and for your normal life also. Everything, there is a rule, and who follow this rule, he will be safe at the end. Who not follow, it is not, he is not safe. But who this rule was changing, not the main pillar, it's Islam not changing at all, but the rule it was changing from prophet to prophet, from place to place. There was changing until when Prophet ﷺ, before he is changing this world to the next world, for 4 months he was in Hajjul Akbar. He was make khutbah, and his khutbah he said, "Al-yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum wa atmamtu alaykum ni'mati." Sadaqallah Azim. Today, I complete for you the religion. So it was from Adam alayhi salam until Prophet was coming by slowly, and with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this was completed, and it is no changing from this until Yawm al-Qiyamah. We must follow this as much we can do, but not main thing we cannot change. Main thing, Islam, religion, okay, but for Sharia, there was many things in all law Sharia of Musa alayhi salam or Isa alayhi salam, or even until now, there are some of them following this law or way. So we was in Europe before 20 days, and he visiting one monastery. There was one good guy. He welcomed us, and he explained how they was doing, what are they doing in this monastery. There was a room for priests there, but he said something. It was strange for us. He said this. There was not permission to speak. Silent, only silent in this. 23 hours silent, and there was big room in this area. They said 1 hour they was coming here, only allowed in this room to speak. Not to, you cannot speak other way, other time or other place in this. And this was living not 1 month, 2 months, 1 year. Whole life they was living this, maybe 50, 60 or 80 or 100 years. They was not speaking, only once a day. And we went after this also, this monastery, another one there was also there, other side, like island, and we go with our people. They have children, they have something to eat, and so there was speaking loud. And after one priest coming for us, welcoming us, he was polite, but after we understand, there was 2 hours for them silent time. He didn't say, but our people, there was with children, other laughing, making jokes. So he didn't, but it still continue like this in their Sharia. And it also in Quran Azim Shan, Allah Azza wa Jal described Sayyidina Zakaria when Allah, he got good tidings him for his to be, he will be have son. He was happy, and from his happiness, Allah make him inspiration for to make 3 days not speaking, only give sign for people. I am 3 days, I will not speak. But in our Sharia, this no more. Many things like this in old Sharia there was doing. We are not responsible, and not for us now. Now the complete one, what Prophet ﷺ doing, and there was 3 men in Prophet ﷺ time, and they was speaking to each other, going to mosque. They said, one said, I will not sleep at all. I will make worshipping ibadah whole time, no sleeping for me. Other one, he said, I will be fast whole time. I will not break fast at all. Other one, he said, I will be never married. I will be making ibadah, not looking for family, for wife or something. When Prophet ﷺ say, hearing this, he said, I am sleeping and wake up and make my daily worshipping ibadah and looking for people. And I am fasting and also breakfast, also this. And for marriage also, I am also marrying and not be without marrying. Who follow me, he must follow my sunnah, and this is sunnah of Prophet ﷺ, showing us the easy way for life for all people. Can marry, can sleep, can eat, and do anything with permission and border of what allowed for in Sharia Islam. Other thing you cannot do. Many of people now they are trying, saying we are following Sharia. We must look for Quran. No, nothing else of Quran. But Quran without Hadith, we cannot understand anything. So for this, we are ordering to follow mazhab, because mazhab giving you detail for life. As much you can do. But the main thing, the belief of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, this is important. You cannot change this. And you must accept Sharia. Don't say, I like this, I don't like this. You must accept this. As much you can do. Don't say, oh, I accept this, but as I am only can do little bit. Allah, we are asking from Allah forgiveness, because we know it is we cannot follow whole. Allah is most forgiveness. He will forgive us. We must do this. When you do this, you are accept, and you are not proud. No, I don't like this. I don't want this. This is make you twice to be punished. Once for you are saying this, and once for because you again coming again against Allah saying. But if you say, okay, all this we can do, but we are sinner, we are not strong people, only we can this do, and we believe Allah, He will forgive us. Allah forgive, inshallah. Allah help us to follow what He is ordered, inshallah. Wa min Allah tawfiq. Al-Fatiha.